Welcome to my podcast, Magic Movie Night, which is not only about movies but also about TV show which I am currently watching, and right now it is House of Dragon. I'm glad that Rhaenyra is different than she was described in book. I think it's much more realistic. At first she was this young, fearless girl who doesn't care about opinion of anyone else. She didn't ask for permission and she didn't give apologies when she did something. But she was a really good liar and she knew how to speak to her father. She was spoiled. She had zero responsibility for her own actions. Just imagine that this is your sister, okay? It will be annoying. But on the other hand, we can't say about her that she is a bad person. I do understand that the law which Viserys gave her wasn't really helpful to raise her into a strong queen. She believed that she will become queen just because of her father, because of old promises, which was naive. She didn't try to make some friendships in Westeros. She could easily fly on her dragon here and there, become friends on North or anywhere, gain some sympathy. And yet, no, she lacks the experience of war because of her father, whose reign was peaceful. She didn't try to learn, at least to defend herself. She was there, being pretty, making whatever she wanted to, and expecting to become queen, which already happened in last episode, and I really enjoyed when she was crying while killing Otto Hightower. It was a really good scene if you think about it, because it's much different if you are supposed to defend yourself than killing someone who's on his knees. Even after everything which happened to her, it's still different, different story if you have to seriously kill someone. There are people who are prepared to know how to kill. It was actually really hard for her, and I'm glad she didn't kill him without one tear in her eye. It would be stupid. Also, I'm glad that she is actually described as cruel queen in book and not in TV show, because it happened to a lot of us that someone was actually lying about us at high school or at workplace, and people chose to believe it because it was more interesting than truth. So, truth. Am I saying it right? I don't think so. Whatever. And you must know, how does it feel if it happened to you? And now when I see it in show, it's kind of like I feel for her, because she's not a bad person. She's not right to be the queen. Otherwise, she did nothing wrong and she was really good as mother. Alicent, who understood that she is supposed to do as her father told her, that if she wants to become something more. She made some really bad, harmful decisions. And yet she's acting like she's the innocent one. It's much worse. The worst thing she could is actually complaining about Rhaenyra in front of her father. Rhaenyra knew how to speak to her father. And Marjorie, she could do much better than Alicent, because she knew how to manipulate people. She knew that she could not just say something bad or truthful about someone. I believe that she would actually act like friend of Rhaenyra, and she would speak so nicely about her, and here and there she would give Viserys some thoughts, not very positive ones, and then she would end it like, oh, but I don't know. You know that I will always love her. Your daughter is inspiring, blah blah blah. But Alicent wasn't this type of person. She could not act this way. But she should, actually, because she was right at the beginning. Her morals were right at some moments, but she has done much worse than Rhaenyra. And yet people choose to believe that Rhaenyra is the cruel one. But I really love to see this change. And I see people complaining about it. But I think they probably just want to see strong, independent young woman, which is not as interesting if it's not earned. just try to not be so negative about this and enjoy this show. That's it. I'm the worst at doing these videos. Oh my god. But luckily it's not very much seen. So have a nice days. Nice summer. It's disgusting how hot it is. I don't know where do you live. Don't leave the comment or do. And don't subscribe because right now it's actually better if nobody is watching my videos. Goodbye.